Hello beautiful people, I have been requested this video so many times, and that is a contour video, and I have demonstrated it in many of my videos, but I have not dedicated a whole video to the art of contour. So today I wanted to do a contour video, and I'm going to demonstrate the difference between powder contour and cream contour. I will do powder contour on this side of the face and then cream contour on this side, show y'all the difference, and hopefully help you to understand contour a little bit better. Before I start, do you mind hitting the subscribe button and clicking the bell so that you don't miss a video, and then also giving this video a thumbs up so that I know you stopped by. I'm just gonna go right on into this thing so that this video doesn't have to be so long. The key to a good contour is 1, using good products. So you have to have good products or else it's gonna end up being inconsistent and not being a great contour overall, and it's just gonna make your face look kind of cakey. So we wanna use the most lightweight products that we can to make it as seamless as possible, to make it seem like you don't have a bunch of product on your face. The second thing is also brushes. You have to have really good brushes in order to do a good contour. If you don't have good brushes, then you're gonna end up splotching the product all over your face. It's just gonna be inconsistent. So the key to consistency with your makeup in general is good product and good brushes. Of course, technique is still a part in this process, but if you have good products and good brushes, then it'll just make life a ton easier. For my powder contour, I like using brushes that are not too dense, and that will help it to blend a lot better. If I use something that's really dense, then it's just gonna give me that really striking, not so blended effect. This is a good brush that I like using for my powder contour, and it is by e.l.f. I know, it's a good brush that is very inexpensive, and it is a small tapered brush. I like using this for highlight too. This is actually a really good brush for highlight as well, but today I'm going to be using it for my contour. I love using my Tarteist Pro Glow because I mention it in all my videos. It's just a great palette, especially if you're a starter and you don't really know all of the different products. This is a good palette so that you don't have to get a ton of separate products. And it's got your highlight and your contour in the same palette, and it's got mirrors and everything, so I love this palette. And so the bottom color is a powder. Well, the two bottom colors is powder and cream, so I'm going to use both of those today, but the powder one is called Sculpt, and I'm going to use that for my contour. Kind of put it on my brush and tapped it off because I'm going to build it, and you want to put it in the places that are, you know, the hollows of your cheeks, underneath your cheekbones. That'll give you a raised cheekbone effect. It'll help make your cheekbones pop. You want to apply the contour right where you want dimension, so where you want depth. I want depth right here because I really want above where I'm placing this to pop. So I'll also apply some highlighter so that you can see it all put together. And so once I use this part, the front part of the brush, to apply it, I kind of blend it out on the side of the brush where there's no product. And that's just kind of how I go back and forth until I have the right consistency. On video, the effect is way different than it is in person, so usually when I do a video, I have to go wipe some of my contour off because the contour looks so much better on camera, but in person, I feel like I have to apply it stronger on camera because in person, it's really striking, very dramatic, and the camera can't see everything that you can see in person. I'm putting it on the sides of my forehead too, because this is my trick to kind of eliminate how big my forehead is, and I will highlight right in there. I already did some concealer. As you can tell, I put my full face makeup on except for my contour already today. So I have some concealer there already kind of brightening it up, but I will go back in there and highlight in a bit. So this, I'm shading the side of my forehead because it's gonna make that appear smaller. So it's already closed that in, as you can see, and gives my face more of a structured look. I like using it a little bit down here to make my jawbone a little bit more chiseled. Okay, so that's it for the powder contour. I will go back in and highlight that with this brush. Looks like just an average like blush brush by Crown, and I'm going to use the shade Strobe and Stunner. That's these two colors here. As you can tell, I get a lot of use out of those colors because they are pretty well loved. And I don't want that to look chalky either, so I have to kind of blend it off of the brush. And I highlight right there on my cheekbone because, like I said, I want this to pop. Cream or highlight, powder highlighter is awesome. Really is. I'm going to apply it all in my forehead right here because I'm not going to really highlight a lot with my cream highlight. I do like highlighting my brow bones and the chin. Okay, so next side, I really like using my Beauty Blender for pretty much this whole process. So first I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer. I'm using Glamouflage Concealer by Hard Candy. I'm going to place this first because after it's going to get kind of messy with my dark cream contour. So I'm using a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to place this under here, basically where I put the cream or the powder highlight. I'm putting this all where I put the powder highlight. I don't really do cream contour that often, to be honest, because I feel like it's just too thick. I feel like my face can't really breathe. But this is good for the folks who really like that really matte, striking face. So I'm going to use the color Shade from my Tarteist Pro Glow, which is the cream version of that contour color, and my Beauty Blender. A little bit goes a long way. I dipped it once and it just kind of distributed among my face with just that one little dip. So that's one good advantage of the cream contour. Okay, I'm gonna use the opposite side, this side, to kind of blend it in, and you just kind of dab until you've got enough blending. By the way, this Beauty Blender is damp, so that helps it. Okay, so there's that, and I'm going to set it with some translucent powder, and I'm going to use this flat brush to set the powder under the eyes, kind of gives it a little bake. With cream highlighter, it's good to bake for a minute. bake that product in so that it stays all day. Okay, so that is the difference between powder and cream contour. I hope that you were able to learn something from this and that now you can master the art of contour and you're comfortable being able to apply it. If you aren't able to master it right away, it's cool. Just start out small, start out very light, and keep blending. And blending is really the trick to all of it. So happy blending. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of the day.